Most think wrinkles and dark spots are harmless signs of age. But what if they were warning signals that your body is aging too fast? We've seen seniors go from this to this. And today you will discover 3 simple natural rituals that you can do yourself to repair your skin and look 10 years younger. Welcome back to the Senior Health Podcast. We uncover the hidden science of aging with traditions from Japan's oldest doctor. Today, we're exploring how to reverse skin aging after 60 with 3 rituals that can reduce pigmentation, soften wrinkles, and restore natural glow. Because according to a study published in the Journal of the American Academy of Dermatology, more than 80% of visible skin aging is not from time itself, but from preventable factors like ultraviolet exposure, diet, and metabolic stress. That means what many seniors assume is inevitable decline might actually be mismanaged care. So, sitting across from me today is someone who has spent over a century treating patients, observing how skin reflects the body's deeper health, and proving that vitality is possible well past 100. Welcome back. Japan's oldest physician, Dr. Shagi Kiyanara. Applause, thank you, John. It is always a joy to join you and to speak directly with those who believe aging skin must only mean decline. So like always, let's start with a question. How many people chase cream sand procedures while never once skin their skin cells? Are even bingerished from within? The question stings because the answer is too many, and I'd love to hear from our listeners. Have you ever tried a product only to feel disappointed when nothing really changed? Indeed, John, and here's the danger. Most seniors believe sagging, spots, and thinning skin are written into their DNA. But what I see in my patients and in the research is that much of this damage comes from habits that are invisible, habits that rob the skin of oxygen, collagen, and resilience. And because the changes are slow, people mistake them for destiny. It's not destiny, it's misunderstanding. So what looks like just aging might actually be a lifetime of hidden habits catching up. Yes. So in today's episode, we'll walk step by step through 3 rituals that seniors can start tonight. 1 will focus on how you greet the morning light, 1 on how you nourish your skin from the inside out, and 1 on how you restore it at night. And I promise Yahave to stay with us till the end, because the final ritual may be the one you've never heard before. A simple home cream you can prepare yourself, and it could change the way your skin ages for the rest of your life. You're saying wrinkles may be visible, but if we read the cause, we'll always just see the wrong solution. Exactly. And that is why today we'll go deeper than creams and fats. We'll uncover the 3 rituals that bring clarity, so your skin and your confidence can bear renewed at any age. I once treated a woman in her 70s who came to me convinced. Her skin proved she was simply too old. She had tried every cream, spent a fortune, and still felt invisible when she looked in the mirror. But when we shifted her habits, her food, her evening care, her daily rhythms, her skin softened, her spots faded, and her spirit changed. What moved me most wasn't her face, but the way she began to say, "I'm getting bitter," instead of, "I'm getting old." I thought John is the power of Hopper reflected through the skin, so people let us know, your age in the commence because you are never too old to start. So tell me, where should we truly begin when it comes to reversing skin, aging after 60? The very first place we must begin, Johnny's with light. Skin is not just ass or face. It is a clock tied directly to the rhythm of day and night. When seniors expose themselves to strong unprotected light at the wrong time, they trigger pigment cells and weaken collagen repair. Yet when light is received in harmony, especially the gentle light of morning, the skin's natural rhythm of repair and protection is restored. So the way we meet the day, even before creams or food, already sets the stage for how our skin ages. Exactly. Morning light taken in moderation helps synchronize the circadian clock, which governs skin repair during sleep. But harsh midlight, without protection, accelerators, wrinkles, and pigmentation far faster than time itself. And this difference is often misunderstood. That makes me think about how many of my patients proud ladle me. They spend more time outdoors, thinking it's always healthy. They don't realize that while movement is medicine, Unguarded exposure at the wrong hour scan actually undoes so much of the healing. You are right, John. Movement into the sun is healing, but balance is everything. American Dermatology shows that up to 90% of visible skin aging is linked to ultraviolet exposure. Japanese studies confirm the same. Seniors who spend short periods in early light, then shield themselves later with shade or mineral sunscreens, show less pigmentation and greater elasticity. The problem is not the sun itself, but the mismatch between timing, protection, and the body's changing defenses after 60. And here is something many do not realize. As we age, the skin produces less natural melanin and fewer antioxidants, making the damage accumulate faster. That is why seniors often see sudden age spots that seem to appear overnight. They are years of unprotected exposure. It's finally revealed. So what you're really saying is the sun is both healer and destroyer depending on how we meet it. Yes, the morning light can be medicine, the unguarded midday rays can be poison, and the skin, wise as it is, will tell the story of which we chose. That reminds me of a man I once saw in his 80s, a lifelong gardener. His hands and face carried decades of deep spots and lines, while the skin under his collar was smooth, even youthful. He laughed about it, but it struck me. The same man, the same age, two completely different skins, depending only on exposure. It makes me wonder if light is first ritual, how exactly should seniors approach their mornings so they protect the skin without losing the benefits of natural sun. The way seniors approach the mornings is with rhythm and protection. 10 to 15 minutes off soft morning light helps set the skin's repair cycle. But after that, shielding becomes essential. Lightweight, vinyl-based sunscreens are safe for daily use, and pairing them with hats or umbrellas prevents the deeper damage we only notice decades later. For those with mobility limits, even sitting by a bright window during the early hours can help, though glass won't protect against the ultraviolet rays later in the day. What matters most is intention. Light is medicine when we take it on our terms, not when we let it attack us unknowingly. That resonates deeply. I've seen seniors who avoided the sun completely, growing frail and vitamin deficient, and others who stayed out too long, their skin prematurely aged. It seems the real danger isn't the sun itself, but misunderstanding how to use it. It's almost like mishandling a prescription drug. And the irony is both groups often think they're doing the healthy thing. Yes, misunderstanding creates extremes, and extremes are what damage us. The middle path, balanced exposure, early light, and later protection, is what keeps both the skin and the bone strong. In fact, research in both Japan, the United States shows seniors who adopt this pattern not only look younger, but also sleep better and recover faster from illness. That's because the circadian system controls much more than the skin. It governs hormones, digestion, and even immunity. Yet light is only one part of thestory. Skin aging is also written by how we eat, how we feed the collagen beneath the surface, and whether we add to inflammation or reduce it. This is where evening habits, especially diet, begin to matter most. So what we put on our plates can mark our faces just as much as what we put on our skin. Precisely. Every bite either fuels collagen or breaks it down. And seniors are especially vulnerable to this process because the body loses sufficiency in both absorbing nutrients and repairing the glycation damage caused by sugar. I think about so many of my patients who eat what they was eaten. White bread, sweetened coffee, late-night desserts, and wonder their skin thins and spots appear. Others may not touch sugar, but lack protein, leaving their skin fragile and dunable. To repair itself, the truth is diet is rarely explained in the context of skin aging, and many seniors assume wrinkles are inevitable, instead, are preventable. So let's turn there now. What should we know about the foods and nutrients that most directly affect how skin ages after 60? So now, we arrive at Ritual 2. John, the ritual of nourishment. The skin is not separate from the body. It is fed from within through collagen, elastin, and antioxidants that rise from the foods we eat. When seniors lack protein, vitamin C, or certain trace minerals, the skin becomes fragile, spots darken, and wounds heal more slowly. On the other hand, when the right nutrients are present, the skin can appear years younger, not because of cosmetics, but because its own biology working properly. It's amazing how rarely that truth is explained to patients. Most still believe beauty starts and ends with acrim. That is the tragedy. A cream can help protect the surface, but it cannot rebuild the deeper scaffolding that holds the skin firm. Only nutrition and circulation can do that. And yet, many seniors skip protein, or they think one piece of toast is enough for breakfast. Others go the opposite way. Heavy meats, fried foods, and processed meals that leave the skin inflamed. Exactly, John. Both insufficiency and excess create damage. One of the greatest enemies of skin is glycation, the process by which sugar molecules in collagen and turn it brittle. This is why a diet high in refined sugarages the face so quickly. At the same time, a lack of amino acids starves the skin's ability to repair. Seniors need both moderation of harmful foods and an intentional increase of supportive ones. Studies in Japan, where traditional diets include fish, soy, and sea edibles, show far lower rates of deprinkling compared to Western dietary and processed carbs. An American risk echoes this. Older adults with higher protein intake and regular vitamin C consumption have fewer wrinkles and better skin hydration. The key is balance. Avoiding excessive oil and fried foods while ensuring enough protein and antioxidants to build the skin's foundation. So sugar stiffens collagen while protein and vitamin C give it flexibility and repair. Yes, and that is why evening nourishment is especially powerful. The skin does most of its repair while you sleep. So the nutrients you provide at dinner have a direct effect on how your face looks in the morning. That makes sense? I've seen patients who never change their creams but change their evening meals, and their skin begins to brighten within weeks. It proves the body is not passive, it is responsive. Still, many listeners might be wondering exactly which foods help and which ones hurt. Can we go deeper into that? Perhaps looking at the common mistakes that accelerate aging and then foods that truly protect the skin. John, let's first address the foods that accelerate skin aging. Refinagers, fried foods, and excessive alcohol cause inflammation, angelication, stiffening the very collagen that should keep the skin smooth. Too much salt, especially from processed meals, also pulls water from the skin, leaving it dry and fragile. These are not forbidden foods, but when they dominate the diet, the skin tells story quickly. It reminds me of seniors I've seen who lived on fast food or sweet snacks. Their faces seemed older than their years, even thought their spirit was young. And the opposite is true as well. When the diet includes fish rich in omega-3 south, colorful vegetables, and vitamin-containing fruits, the skin gains resilience. Even something as simple as soy or green tea, staples in Japan, has been shown to protect against sun damage and pigmentation. That's the striking part, isn't it? Many people assume it takes expensive treatments, but often it's a matter of shifting what we eat daily. And once the inflammation stills, the creams suddenly seem to work better because the foundation is changed. Yes, diet makes the surface. Treatment's more effective because the base is stronger. Evening is the most strategic time. Protein supports repair. Vitamin C fuels collagen synthesis, and antioxidants calm inflammation while you sleep. For example, a light dinner of fish, steamed greens, and citrus can do more for wrinkles than a costly serum. On the other hand, finishing the night with cakes, alcohol, or salty snacks sets the skin up for puffiness, dryness, and dullness by morning. What is fascinating is that studies show these dietary effects are visible within weeks, not years. That immediacy is motivating because seniors can see proof quickly, which builds hope, and hope is always says the most powerful medicine of all. So nourishment prepares the skin from within. But without the right night those gains may never fully show, correct, John? Night is when the body chooses whether to repair or to break down. That choice depends on both nutrients and rituals. I think that's a profound point. Seniors often see nighttime as the end of the day when in fact it's the beginning of repair. I've watched patients who changed only their evening habits. Dimming light, rest in your lyre, feeding their skin with protein, and their entire health shifted. It makes me wonder, what else are we overlooking in the evening that could decide whether our skin ages faster or slower? John, the third ritual is restoration. What we do in the hours before and during sleep. The skin is a living organ that repairs itself. Most actively at night, when hormones like melatonin and growth hormone peak. But seniors often sabotage this process with late night light, heavy meals, or alcohol, which shifts the body into stress instead of recovery. To reverse this, we must pair restful habits with supportive nourishment directly on the skin. And yes, this is where a natural cream can truly help. Not as a miracle, but as a partner, tough body's own work. That's powerful. Most people think creams are the first line of defense. But here you're saying they only become effective when the toning and the body state are aligned. Exactly. A cream used at the wrong time here on inflamed skin is like pouring water into a leaking bucket. But when used at night after calming the body and nourishing it, the skin absorbs and utilizes the ingredients more efficiently. That is why seniors who choose the right cream at night often see results faster than those applied day. It makes me think about how many patients I've seen apply products in the car, under the sun, and then complain they don't work. They never realize the missing ingredient was thirst itself. Yes, John, rest is the multiplier. Without it even, the best nutrients are wasted. And with it, even simple ingredients can transform the skin. So, the secret is not only what we apply, but when we apply it. Correct. And here's where I want to share a recipe seniors can prepare themselves, safe and effective. Bridging traditions from East and West. It begins with soaked almonds, which when blended and strained create almond milk rich in vitamin E and healthy fats. To this wed a small infusion of saffron known for its antioxidant and brightening properties. Finally, mixing aloe vera gel with a few drops of almond or rice bran oil, gavessa, soothing base the skin can hold overnight. That sounds simple enough to prepare, but also deeply nourishing food for the skin, not chemicals fighting against it. Yes, and there is something important there. This kind of cream not only hydrates and reduces pigmentation, but also calms inflammation, which is the root of so much visible aging. In Japan, rice bran has long been used for smooth skin, while in Ayurveda, saffron has been prized for brightness. Combining Thez with aloe and vitamin E brings both traditions together in a form seniors can trust, and it is adaptable. If Somione is allergic to almonds, they can substitute oat milk, or if saffron is difficult to find, green tea infusion provides a similar antioxidant effect. That adaptability is key because not every senior has access to the same ingredients or the same skin tolerance. Exactly. The point is not the exact recipe, but the principle. Natural ingredients used at the right time create harmony with the skin's biology instead of forcing it. A cream like this applied nightly after a gentle cleansing can soften wrinkles and lighten spots within weeks. And because it is free of harsh steroids or chemicals, it avoids rebound damage so common with commercial treatments. I can see how this would restore not just skin, but also confidence, knowing that the solution doesn't have to be expensive or harmful. Confidence is medicine, John. When a senior sees their skin responding, they begin to move differently, to smile more, to hope. That hope, supported by science, changes their entire quality of life. That Maxim, think of my own patients. Why often they tell me they feel too late to make a changes? And yet here we are hearing that, whether it's morning light, nourishing foods, or a natural night cream. Change can begin at any age. It reminds me of one man in his late 70s who once told me, "Doctor, when my skin healed, I finally believed the rest. Often could heal too." That stayed with him. So maybe the real question isn't whether we can reverse skin aging, but whether we have the courage to start. John, what most seniors misunderstand is that the skin does not stop working when they close their eyes. In fact, nighttime is when it becomes most active. repairing DNA, rebuilding collagen, and flushing out oxidative stress. But if we overload the system with heavy foods, alcohol, or bright light, those repair signals are interrupted. That is why I always say night can either age you faster or new you, depending on your choices. And this is precisely why pairing calm habits with a natural cream before bed makes such a difference that resonates. I've seen patients who gave up late-night snacking, dimmed their screens, and within weeks their skin looked noticeably brighter. I've also seen the opposite. Seniors who believed they were resting, but stayed up scrolling or eating sweets only toast, and their wrinkles deepened almost overnight. It shows just how much control we truly have, even if it feels invisible at the time. Yes, John. And the science is clear. American research shows that sleep-deprived adults develop twice as many fine lines compared to those who sleep well. While Japanese, studies confirm that collagen repair peaks during deep sleep cycles. That means every hour of rest is like a treatment session, but only if we prepare the body correctly. The cream we described is not magic by itself. It works because the body is ready to receive it. When skin cells are aligned with the circadian clock, they absorb and respond to nutrients in a way that daytime application cannot achieve. This is why the ritual of winding down, cleansing gently, and applying a nourishing cream is far more effective than chasing daytime fixes. So if we miss the night window, we lose the greatest opportunity for skin renewal. Exactly, John. Night is not a pause. It is the repair shift. And when supported properly, it is the most powerful beauty treatment we have. Makes me think seniors often search endlessly for the perfect product. Yet the real answer is stomach, balance, and natural support. These choices are available to anyone at any age. And that's the hopeful truth I want you to remember and close this episode with.